Ladies and gentlemen, friends, partners, and all who carry hopes for love that endures, thank you for gathering your attention here today. In every audience, whether in a hall or behind a screen, I know there are people who have tasted the sweetness of partnership, and others who have felt the sting of disappointment within it. Some sit here bravely trying to mend what's frayed, others mourn what they've lost, still others prepare their hearts for a love they hope will last. This message is for all of you, because marital challenges are not signs of failure, they are signs that two imperfect humans are trying. Marriage is one of the most profound commitments we enter. It is both beautiful and demanding. It promises connection, companionship, and shared dreams, but it also exposes insecurities, tests patience, and magnifies the parts of ourselves we may prefer to hide. Many walk into marriage imagining ease. But the truth is simple. Every lasting partnership is built upon courage, the courage to stay, to try, to bend, to learn, to forgive. Today, I want to share not a fantasy of perfect unions, but the hopeful reality that marriages become strong not in the absence of struggle, but because of it. Every married couple eventually encounters moments where the person once adored becomes the person least understood. Conflicts that seem trivial, like forgotten chores, late nights at work, or mismatched expectations, can grow like vines around the heart. And then there are the deeper challenges. Communication breaking down, financial stress, emotional distance, feeling unseen or unappreciated, shifting priorities, past wounds resurfacing, or simply growing in different directions. These challenges are heavy because marriage magnifies what we value and what we fear. When we feel unloved, it is not merely disappointment, it is heartbreak from the one person we trusted with our vulnerable self. When we feel unheard, it is not a simple miscommunication, it's a threat to our sense of belonging. But here is the truth many couples forget amid the noise of daily frustration. Your partner is not the enemy. The problem is the enemy. You are a team, not opponents. If we began treating challenges not as roadblocks but as reminders to strengthen the foundations of our connection, we would see marriage not as fragile glass but as resilient steel, capable of bending without breaking. Every marriage begins with promise. In the early days, love feels light and effortless. We admire everything, we forgive easily, we assume the best. But as months and years pass, the ease drifts like mist. What remains is the real work of partnership. Love becomes less about butterflies and more about commitment in action. It becomes choosing patience over irritation, choosing understanding over judgment, choosing presence over distraction, choosing to grow rather than retreat. The honeymoon phase is a gift. But the deeper beauty emerges afterward, when love becomes a daily decision rather than a passing emotion. If your marriage feels difficult today, it does not mean it is broken. Often it means the relationship has entered a deeper season, one that calls for courage rather than nostalgia. Almost every marital challenge can be traced back to communication, not merely talking, but understanding. Many couples speak daily but rarely feel heard. They argue without resolving. They coexist without connecting. To overcome this, communication must shift from reaction to intention. 1. Listen to understand, not to defend. When one partner speaks from pain, the other must not respond from pride. 2. Speak honestly but kindly. Truth without compassion is cruelty. Compassion without truth is avoidance. A marriage needs both. 3. Make space for difficult conversations. Avoiding discomfort does not protect the marriage, it starves it. 4. Validate emotions before solving problems. Most people do not want immediate solutions, they want acknowledgement. The strongest marriages are not those without conflict, they are those where conflict becomes a pathway to deeper intimacy. As years pass, couples often lose sight of each other as individuals. Work, children, responsibilities, and routines can reduce spouses into roles: the provider, the parent, the caretaker, the organizer, the responsible one, the emotional one. But behind each role is a human soul, someone with dreams, fears, longings, and untold stories. To overcome challenges, spouses must rediscover each other. Ask each other again, what are your dreams now? What scares you today? What do you wish I understood about you? What has changed in you that I haven't noticed? Do not assume you know everything about your partner. People evolve. Love must evolve with them. No marriage survives without forgiveness, not because one partner is flawed, but because both are human. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is not pretending nothing hurt. It is not allowing repeated harm. Forgiveness is choosing freedom over resentment. It is saying, I value us more than I value being right. Holding onto bitterness is like drinking poison while expecting the other person to suffer. Many marriages crumble not from the weight of problems but from the weight of unforgiveness. Forgive often, not because your partner always deserves it, but because your heart deserves peace. A marriage cannot remain strong if the individuals within it do not grow. Growth means learning emotional maturity, improving communication skills, developing self-awareness, addressing personal wounds, seeking help when necessary, letting go of ego, and continually investing in the relationship. The greatest gift you can give your marriage is not perfection, it is a better version of yourself. A healed individual contributes to a healed marriage. A growing person creates a growing partnership. A self-aware partner becomes a safe place for the other. Life guarantees storms. Job losses, illnesses, failures, family pressures, grief, and unexpected detours test even the strongest bonds. But storms do not come to destroy marriages, they reveal what they are built upon. When couples unite rather than blame, storms strengthen them rather than fracture them. Stand together, not because it is easy, but because it is worthwhile. Here is the truth about storms. A marriage anchored in commitment may sway, may groan, may feel battered, but it will not collapse. Many couples reach a point where they say, I don't feel in love anymore. This is not the end. Feeling is an ebb and flow. Love is a tide, not a constant wave. When love feels distant, rebuild small moments of connection. Express appreciation daily. Create new shared experiences. Rebuild trust step by step. Return to empathy. Seek counseling if needed. Remind yourselves why you chose each other. Often, love is not reawakened by grand gestures but by consistent, quiet acts of care. Many marital challenges arise not from real issues but from imagined ideals: perfect communication, perfect romance, perfect understanding. No partner completes the other. No marriage is flawless. No two people fit together without friction. Release the pressure to achieve a fairy tale. Embrace the beauty of imperfection. A real marriage is messy, demanding, emotional, and wonderfully human. The partners who thrive are not those who expect perfection, but those who offer grace. Every morning, married couples wake up and face a choice, spoken or unspoken. Will I choose you today? Not just in emotion, but in action. Some days love comes naturally. Other days love must be deliberately chosen. But it is these choices, the daily yes, that build unbreakable connection. Marriage is not a one-time promise, it is a continuing commitment. The world often celebrates grand romantic gestures, weddings, anniversaries, surprises. But the true heroes of marriage are those moments no one sees. The apology whispered through tears. The hand held during fear. The patient breath taken before responding in anger. The conversation that saves a breaking heart. The decision to stay and try, again and again. These are the moments that define a marriage. These are the victories that deserve recognition. Sometimes challenges exceed our own skills. Sometimes pain runs deeper than we can navigate alone. Seeking help, through counseling, therapy, trusted mentors, or spiritual guidance, is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that you value the relationship enough to nurture it. Even the strongest structures require maintenance. Even the healthiest hearts need support. Your marriage is no different. If you feel discouraged in your marriage today, know that hope is not lost. It may be buried beneath exhaustion, anger, or hurt, but it is still there. Hope can be rebuilt. Connection can be restored. Trust can be repaired. Love can return stronger than before. Marital challenges do not mean you have reached the end. They mean you are being called to grow, to evolve, to fight for something meaningful. You are not alone. Every marriage you admire has walked through its own valleys. What separates those that thrive from those that fade is one powerful truth. They refused to give up on each other. As we stand at the end of this message, I want to leave you with a vision, not of struggle, but of strength. Imagine a couple, older now, grayed by time, hands intertwined. Their smiles are warm but lined with history. They look at each other not with the naive sparkle of youth but with the deep, abiding glow of two people who have weathered storms and stayed. They have argued. They have cried. They have misunderstood and hurt each other. They have felt frustrated, lonely, and overwhelmed. But they also laughed, shared dreams, raised children, overcame hardships, comforted each other, encouraged each other, and built a life that only they understand. They stand side by side not because their marriage was perfect, but because they kept choosing love even when it was difficult. That is the future worth fighting for. To all who are married, preparing for marriage, or recovering from one, carry this truth with you. Marriage is not easy, but it is powerful. It challenges you, but it also transforms you. It demands effort, but it offers incomparable rewards. Love does not just happen, it is built, protected, nurtured, and chosen. May you have the courage to communicate, the grace to forgive, the humility to grow, the willingness to heal, and the resilience to love. May your challenges become your turning points. May your struggles become your testimony. And may your marriage, present or future, become a place where two imperfect hearts build something extraordinary together. Choose love, choose growth, choose each other, today, and every day that follows.